64 days away from kickoff 2024, and like we do every week, we like to talk about the number 64s. We've had a couple in our franchise's history, and the main ones have all been guards. I don't know, Milt Sunday.
Really good ones, too.
Sunday. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Milt Sunday played 11 seasons with the Vikings wearing number 64. You got the Hall of Famer Randall McDaniel, and then you also have the soon-to-be Hall of Famer Blake Randall. So pretty good 64s in our history. If you had to pick one of those three stellar players, Fish, which one would you highlight?
Randall McDaniel is the best football player to put on a Vikings jersey ever.
Whoa.
He's good, man. I
loved
watching him. I loved watching him.
So since I've had a week to think about it and get into it, 14 seasons, first 12 with the Vikings, 7 times first team All-Pro, 2 times second team All-Pro, 10 Pro Bowls, only missed 2 games his entire career in his sophomore season. And then as I watched footage of him playing, I started to remember what I used to think about him when I was watching him when he was playing. The dude is a juggernaut. And when you look at the way he plays, you cannot bend him. Look, no defensive lineman can make him go a way he does not want to go. It's like his upper body's a steel rod. It's just fused. He figures out which way he wants you to go, and then he flattens your ass. And he did it so much. And as Vikings fans, when we talk about the greatest players, we're always gravitating towards the spears, like the running backs, the wide receivers, the quarterbacks, the defensive linemen that get sacks.
I got to pause you right here. Check out this video, this play right here.
Boom! Boom. Ask Mike Singletary what he thinks of Randall McDaniel. That's what I was going to get at. Randall McDaniel was the ultimate shield, and then he was an absolute battering ram. He was so athletic, just watching him pull and play out in space and level everybody that he decided he was going to hit. And he did it for so long and never had any issues. And I think the only person that you could stack up against him is Alan Page. Alan Page had 5 first-team All-Pros, 1 MVP, and 3 second-team All-Pros. He played for the Vikings for 11 seasons. And all I'm saying is that it's easy to say Alan Page is the greatest Viking of all time, but because of the fact that, like, Randall McDaniel has very similar hardware, and neither of them missed games, I'm going with Randall McDaniel, greatest Viking ever.
You went far, man. That's good, but I don't think you're wrong. He's in the conversation. Here's the thing that blew me away when in doing the same thing you did, Fish, and following up a little bit on it. The dude, until 2022, I don't know if somebody beat it last year, but through 2022, he set the record for the fastest 40-yard dash at the combine ever at a 4.6. 4.6.
Wow. And
he had a 37-inch vertical jump, man. That is an athlete. That's
a big athlete.
Wild numbers for a dude that's playing line. Obviously, he was also a convert from tight end, by the way. Went to Arizona State, storied career there too. No, it's no surprise the guy is who he is, but man, those are some big numbers. So I would add that to it. And I don't disagree with you, Fish. He's in the conversation of best.
One more thing to go one step further on.
I said enough. No, say that one more time.
Drafted in 1988, right? He was 6'3", 275 pounds. Small by today's standards for an offensive lineman. But in the 80s, the conditioning programs were different. The players were not as big. But he played so long that he got into the late 90s where we got closer to the modern NFL, where he was playing those 300-plus defensive tackles with the same result. The backs of their jerseys were dirty. and his handprints were probably all over him. So yeah, that's my boy.
Does anybody want to model his 3-point stance?
Hold on, I gotta stretch my hip first.
I used to be able to because as a big kid growing up watching the Vikings, I fucking loved Randall McDaniel and Jeff Christie together. Those guys were fucking. That was good interior. Like you take for granted all the fucking talent we've had in the past, and it's like we haven't had nothing in years.
Yeah, I mean, Fisher, your take about him being the best Viking ever. I don't know. I have to wrap my head around that, but like Rinaldi said, he's definitely in the conversation, and he's definitely like the first offensive lineman I ever paid attention to. Like as a young kid, like I didn't pay attention to the offensive line, but I knew who Randall McDaniel was. So I mean, that kind of says a lot. Kevin, do you think he's in that conversation of the best Viking ever?
Yeah, definitely. The only thing that holds him back is you don't have any offensive, stats. You don't have stats to go with it. It's not like
he does have a touchdown catch.
Catchy. They're not YouTube, Twitter, whatever, TikTok crap. He was just solid. I mean, he was Anthony Munoz. He was that good.
What up, Shaq?
What's up, Jack?
Come on, fellas.
He who greets with smoke.
He who just got off work and hurry up and got on cam. I love it.
That's right.
Gold, Darren.
Yeah, we were just talking about Randall McDaniel and being number 64 as we're 64 days away from kickoff.
Okay.
When you started being a Viking fan, was he still a Viking or was that after?
Me?
Yeah, you the youngest one.
So I'll say the earliest memories I can remember is it would have to be 1999-2000 season. I don't know if he was still playing in 99-2000.
99 he was.
And at that time, I was not paying attention to offensive line. I'm being honest. Expected a lot out of a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
As a kid, you only paying attention to the quarterback, the receivers, and the running back, and then whoever makes a big play on defense. But as I got older, I started to appreciate, an elite guard, elite tackle, and knowing that the offense actually start in the trenches. As a kid, you be like, we could get a lineman 6th, 7th round, and then we could be good. They all do the same thing. All you got to do is block. And then you come to find out, it's actually harder than you think. And seeing Randall actually, get down to 30 and actually move people, football.
Yes, sir.
So Randall McDaniel, Hall of Famer, legend. Everything Fish said, Fish pretty laid it out well. And 64 days away.